Durian. A fruit so infamous it's banned on public transport, praised by chefs, and described by some as the world's stinkiest snack. That's right, folks. Today, we're peeling back the layers on the so-called king of fruits and taking a deep dive into its pungent past, fragrant fame, and legendary stink. No one. Durian origins and early fame. Let's rewind about 800 years to Southeast Asia, where durians are believed to have originated. Malaysia, Borneo, and Sumatra are the ancestral homes of this spiky, tropical beast. In these regions, durian wasn't just food, it was more like an event. Imagine lush rainforests, and you're trotting along minding your own business, when suddenly your nose picks up a smell you'll never forget. Earthy, like mouldy onions, with a hint of almond. Or maybe gasoline. That, my friends, is the alluring aroma of wild durian. But in its native lands, the scent wasn't something to flee from, it was a sign of something special. Southeast Asians have cultivated durian for centuries, passing down methods of growing, picking, and even ways of eating it. Just think, you're sitting around a fire in a Malaysian village centuries ago, splitting open a thorny durian shell with the anticipation of a kid on Christmas morning. No two, durians spread and early European reactions. And like all good things, durian's fame couldn't stay hidden forever. When European explorers arrived in Southeast Asia, they encountered durian with curiosity and then horror. For these early adventurers, who were used to their apples, oranges, and the occasional pineapple, durian was like nothing they'd ever smelled or tasted. French naturalist Henri Mouhot, in 1856, described durian as tasting like a combination of almonds, cheese, and garlic, seasoned with an unforgettable whiff of rotten onions. To some, that description might sound like a culinary dare, while to others, it's an instant nope. But Mouhot's notes only sparked more curiosity among Westerners. No 3. Durian cultivation and symbolism. Let's talk about the title it's earned over the centuries. King of fruits. Durian is no ordinary tropical fruit. It grows on towering, sometimes 130-foot tall trees, making it quite the crown jewel in a tropical forest. In Southeast Asian cultures, durian symbolizes prosperity and abundance. It's given as gifts during festivals and feasts, and in some regions, it's even believed to have aphrodisiac properties. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. But this royal fruit doesn't grow easily. It takes careful cultivation, a warm climate, and years of patient tending before a durian tree starts bearing fruit. And when it does, watch out, durians grow big, sometimes up to 10 pounds, and when they drop hard. In some parts of Malaysia and Thailand, durian falls are serious business, with warnings posted near trees during fruiting season. Number 4. The unmistakable smell and its bans. But let's get to the elephant, or should I say durian, in the room. The smell. How can something people love so much smell so off-putting? Durian's smell is notorious. Some liken it to sewage, some to rotting meat, others to turpentine. Scientists have analysed it and found over 50 different compounds contributing to that unique aroma. Among them, ethanethiol, which gives the durian that rotten onion vibe. And indole, often found in feces, which sounds unpleasant, but also happens to be in jasmine flowers. Go figure. The smell is so powerful that it's banned from public transportation in Singapore, hotels across Thailand, and countless airplanes. Yet, for every person who runs away from durian, there's another who's addicted to its taste, claiming the smell is just part of the experience. Number 5. Famous durian incidents. When fruit causes a scene. Now you might think, it's just a fruit. How much trouble could it cause? Well, with durian, the answer is quite a lot. You see, this isn't just any fruit. It's a fruit with an agenda. Durian has disrupted universities, airports, hospitals, and even emergency services. When this thing makes an entrance, it clears the room. Let's dive into some of the most infamous durian incidents that have left people gagging, evacuating, and sometimes calling for help. One of the most memorable durian disasters happened in 2018 at the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, RMIT, in Australia. Imagine, it's a normal afternoon on campus, students buried in their books, researchers immersed in their work, when suddenly, a smell. It started as a faint, creeping stench, but quickly grew into something unbearable. It was as if someone had mixed rotten onions with dead fish and doused it in gas fumes. People panicked, assuming there was a gas leak. Firefighters rushed in, students evacuated, and the whole building went on high alert. After hours of scouring the place for a gas leak, the culprit was finally discovered: a discarded durian rotting in a storage cupboard. The cost of this gas leak? Thousands of dollars in emergency services, and a reminder that durians should be handled with care. Then there's the Changi Airport incident in Singapore. Airports are no stranger to suspicious smells, but durian took it to a whole new level. In 2019, airport security officials were alerted to a chemical smell on a plane bound for Hong Kong. Passengers were uneasy, and some even insisted on getting off the plane, fearing they'd be trapped in a cabin filled with toxic fumes. The plane was grounded, a full investigation launched, only for the source of the suspicious smell to be traced back to several boxes of durian packed in the cargo hold. The cargo had to be removed before anyone would board again. The smell was that potent. And it's not just buildings and planes. Hospitals too have fallen victim to the mighty durian. In Thailand, a hospital in Bangkok was once forced to move patients and staff after a durian delivery, for the hospital kitchen went wrong. The smell infiltrated the ventilation system, sending the stench into nearly every room. Nurses reported nausea, patients started complaining, and doctors had to move surgeries to another wing. For a moment, it seemed like the durian might cause more patients than it fed. So next time you smell something off, remember, it might not be a gas leak or a chemical spill. It could just be someone's snack gone wrong. And with durian, you never know when or where the next fragrant fiasco will happen. Not all durians are created equal. Southeast Asia boasts hundreds of varieties, each with its own flavour, texture, and yes, smell. Malaysia's Musang King is renowned as the gold standard, creamy, sweet, and buttery, and priced like it's dipped in gold. Over in Thailand, you've got Munchville, a more accessible, less pungent variety that's great for beginners. And then there's Mao Shan Wang, the darling of Singapore, where die-hard fans will pay top dollar for its rich, custard-like texture and strong flavour. Each variety carries its own subtle differences, making durian tasting an actual hobby for enthusiasts. People debate the flavours like fine wine, noting hints of coffee, chocolate, or even caramel. These aren't casual fans. They're durian connoisseurs. Number 7. Durian in culture and culinary use. So, why do people keep coming back to durian, despite its, aggressive aroma? Well, for one thing, the taste is described as complex, with hints of almond, caramel, garlic, and even vanilla, all in one creamy bite. It's a sensory overload, but in a good way, if you're into that kind of thing. In Thailand and Malaysia, durian is sold fresh at bustling markets and prepared in countless dishes. You've got durian ice cream, durian pancakes, durian sticky rice, and even durian coffee. Yes, coffee. The flavours somehow balance in this strange culinary harmony. Imagine drinking coffee that smells like a gas leak but tastes like creamy heaven. That's durian coffee in a nutshell. 8. The modern durian economy, a pricey delicacy. Durian has grown from humble beginnings to become a luxury food in some circles. Across Asia, the demand for durian is so high that China, a newcomer to the durian craze, has started importing tons of the fruit each year. Some rare varieties like Musang King are sold for over $100 per fruit. That's right, people are shelling out triple digits for a spiky fruit that smells like a landfill on fire. In places like Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia, durian farms have seen an economic boom. The demand is so strong that durian exports have become a multi-billion-dollar industry, with countries vying to be the world's top durian supplier. And just to add to the hype, durian tourism is now a thing. People travel to Southeast Asia just to taste durian fresh from the orchard. 9. Durian's environmental and cultural impact. But with fame comes responsibility and controversy. Durian farming can be tough on the environment. In some areas, rainforests are cleared to make way for durian farms, raising concerns about deforestation and loss of biodiversity. So, while durian is celebrated, there's a growing conversation about how to balance the demand with sustainability. Yet for many in Southeast Asia, durian is more than just a fruit. It's a cultural icon. It represents family gatherings, local pride, and that thrilling moment when you crack open a new durian and take that first whiff, no matter how much you may want to plug your nose. For locals, it's a tradition, a bond, and a reminder of home. 10. Durian controversy and global popularity. Despite its divisive nature, durian has won fans worldwide. People everywhere are seeking out durian snacks, desserts, and even durian-flavoured candy to see what all the fuss or smell is about. Its fame is even going viral. Durian mukbang videos are racking up millions of views online, with viewers watching in awe, and sometimes horror, as people brave the king of fruits. Conclusion: the legacy of durian. Durian may be strange, it may be smelly, and it's certainly unforgettable. From ancient Southeast Asian forests to high-end durian tastings in modern-day China, this fruit has journeyed a long, spiky road to claim its throne. So, the next time you come across durian, take a second to appreciate its story, and maybe pinch your nose. Because, love it or hate it, durian's here to stay, leaving its unique mark and scent on the world of food. Thanks for watching, and let us know. Would you dare to try durian? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let your friends know that food history can be both delicious and a little bit smelly.